Hi everyone, Sneemaster here with a review of the new Greycat MDC. The MDC was released for IA 2955 as a mobile point defense ground vehicle. The MDC is based on the same chassis as the Greycat MTC with a few changes. The MDC is 6 meters wide, 8.75 meters long, and 5 meters high, smaller than an Ursa Rover but larger than a Tumbril Cyclone. The vehicle is designed for one person instead of two, as it is in the MTC. The driver's view is decent for a ground vehicle, with views to the side and front, but the view is blocked on top and below, plus the side views are a little restricted. You can also activate armored shutters on the side windows, which will also block your view on the sides as well. Inside, the vehicle is smaller than the MTC. It only has the driver's seat and then a bit of space to access gear and components, unlike the MTC that had an extra gunner seat and space for two. There are 4 medium and 4 small gun racks inside, next to a fire extinguisher. The rear of this crew section has component access points and engineering terminal. There is also gear storage near the floor of 1500K micro SU, which is quite decent for a ground vehicle. Outside the vehicle, in the back, is storage for 2 1/8 SU containers. The external right side of the vehicle has another storage spot for 750K micro SU of gear for easy access. The top rear of the vehicle is changed to include 1 point defense cannon instead of the size 2 guns that the MTC has. The PDC is a ballistic weapon that can be changed out for other point defense turrets, such as a laser version or a missile version, each with their own benefits and drawbacks. The laser is fast and short range, similar to the ballistic turret, but better at taking down shields, while the missile turret can do more damage, has more range, but has a minimum distance to fire and a limited ammunition of 16 size 1 missiles. The ballistic and laser turrets are not very strong against ships, but are amazing against missiles and bombs. The missile turret is better against ships, at least lighter ships. There are no player-controlled weapons on the MDC. You can turn the point defense turret on and off, which will target objects by itself, but that's the only weapons you get on the vehicle, aside from what you carry yourself. The point defense will target enemy vehicles, enemy missiles, and all bombs, including friendly ones. Currently it targets them all evenly though, when I feel it should prioritize missiles and bombs more than ships, so hopefully CIG will change that in the future. The Greycat MDC also has a size 0 shield for protection, civilian grade C, and the same hull and shield strength as the MTC variant, which is more than a Cyclone and less than an Ursa. There's also a size 0 radar, civilian grade A, and a size 0 power plant and cooler, both civilian grade B. The MDC is not the fastest ground vehicle, but it accelerates quicker than an Ursa Rover. It's a little smaller and lighter than an Ursa, so it can turn and dodge a little better, but it'll never be a racing vehicle. In appearance, the MDC is a blocky truck, very tall and not aerodynamic. The turret on top sticks out even further, so you won't be able to hide the vehicle very well. The height of the vehicle and point defense turret means the MDC doesn't fit in some ships. If you retract the turret, then it can fit in ships like the RSI Constellation, Drake Corsair, Misk Starlancer, Mercury Starrunner, and some others. With a turret deployed, it can still fit in the Anvil Asgard, as well as any ships with hangars, although you might have to use a tractor beam to fit it in those hangars. There are currently bugs with the turret where it won't retract unless you turn off the vehicle power. Also, you have to deploy the window armor as well for the turret to turn on. Hopefully the 4.5 patch will fix these issues, but until then, it's hard to get the vehicle in other ships or turn it on and off. The Greycat MDC runs for $50, but can be bought for $45 on Warbond sales. It's available to drive in the current patch, but you can't buy it in-game yet. It should be available in patch 4.5 or 4.6 to buy in-game though. The default paint is gray and black, but you can buy other paints for it. It'll work with any paints that the MTC uses, as well as some new ones that released for IAE 2955. Aside from the MTC paints, there is also the brown camouflage Timberwolf paint, the light gray and red cadet paint, the white and gray camouflage Icefront paint, and finally the black and gold Perdition paint, which is limited edition only for IAE 2955, so you may not be able to get it again. The Greycat MDC is mostly used for automated defense purposes. Players can use it to defend ground locations from bombers and light fighters, but you might have to bring a few of them to be safe. Just make sure to rearm your MDC once it runs low on ammo. It's a good vehicle to use for people having tournaments to keep griefers away, and maybe help streamers against stream snipers. It'll also be helpful for future gameplay for players that build their own bases. Creative players can find ways to place lots of MDCs on top of larger ships for extra defense, such as ships with hangars or open cargo bays. For example, the Carrack, 890 Jump, or Idris could probably have MDCs stacked on top of them. Future ships like the Drake Kraken, Drake Ironclad, or Anvil Liberator could especially use the MDC in this way. The Caterpillar should be able to store MDCs in the cargo bays and open side doors for some fun as well. Players could also use the MDC for exploration. You can store plenty of gear and weapons in the MDC, as well as smaller loot that you find, and the large wheels make the MDC decent for cross-country travel. With the enclosed cabin, it'll keep you safe from the elements, and the size 0 shield and armor will protect you from small arms fire. The PDC will also keep you safe from missiles and bombs while you search for loot. The lack of player-controlled weapons does limit the MDC a bit, especially as the point defense guns are all size 1, so they don't do a lot of damage. The default gun also has a limited amount of ammo, and the gun tends to stop shooting occasionally. I'm not sure if it's reloading or just cooling off during that time. You'll also be at risk of players attacking you with ground vehicles or heavier fighter craft. The size 0 shields won't hold up against a lot of gun damage, nor will the armor, and the PDC will only protect against missiles or bombs. Any dedicated fighter craft with decent guns and shields will be able to resist damage enough to destroy your vehicle. The MDC is really only useful for certain situations, but it is a good vehicle to have. I'm not sure I'd want to spend $50 on it, but buying it in-game should be a good goal to have, especially for those doing ground missions or events, or have a big enough ship to carry it. Alright, so that's it for the Greycat MDC review. I hope the video was useful. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. You can use my referral code if you decide to jump into Star Citizen, and you'll get 5,000 extra in-game credits. And you save more if you get one of the starter packs on sale. Here's a big thank you to my current patrons, Alana, Brandon, Vash Wildheart, and ASOG88. Please check out my Patreon membership to help me make more videos. All patrons and members will have their names listed at the end of my videos and get access to my Discord channel. Patrons can join my Discord and request particular videos for me to make, so feel free to sign up and let me know what you'd like to see next. Okay, catch you all next time.